ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं तस्मैवादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदि साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं गगनसदृशं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ओम गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शुभोहम। We are taking the 37th stanza of chapter 10 Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Thus Krishna Sadguru Satchidananda Paramatma is telling to Arjuna about the Vasudeva, his Rupa, and the Arjuna, his Arjun's Rupa, and other. Vrashninam Vasudevo Asmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya मुनीनामप्यहं व्यासः कवीनाम् उष्णा कविः। प्रश्नीनां वासुदेवः अस्मि पाण्डवानां धनञ्जयः मुनीनाम् अपि अहं व्यासः कवीनाम् उष्णा कवि। प्रश्नीनां, it means in the Yadavaj Vrashni race, Vrashni Vanshaha. Vasudeva, it means I am Vishnu Vasudev, your friend. Pandavanam, in the Pandavas. Dhananjaya, it means Dhananjaya Arjun, you are. Muninam, in all the Munis. Veda Vyasaha, Vyasa, it means Veda Vyasa. Kavinam, in all poets. Ushna, it means Sukracharya. Api, it means also. Aham, it means I only. Asmi, it means am. I am the Vasudeva in all the Vrashni race of Yadava, your friend. And in Pandava, I am you, Arjuna, Dhananjaya. In all Munis, I am the Veda Vyasa. In all the poets, I am the Sukracharya. Sadguru Satchidananda Paramatma, the master and only installation, the indirect creator, and the having all the galaxies in the short part of his body. Lord Krishna is telling to Arjuna, my dear Arjun, I am the Vasudeva in the Vrashni Vansha, Vrashni race. It is very, very important that Vrashninam, even he appear, not born, in the Vrashni Vansha. The Devaki mother and Vasudeva father. Because the father's name is Vasudeva, so the Vasudeva, it means the son of Vasudeva. But it has a very deep and secret meaning that the Vasudeva, the God which is living in every living beings all over the universe, that is called Vasudeva. He is living in elephant as well man, he is living an ant as well elephant, he is living in the camel also, he is living in snake also, even he is living in the virus and bacteria also, because he is so king. So he called the Vasudeva. He is the God of universes, because he is living everywhere and nobody can survive without him. So He told that I am the Vasudeva in Vrashni Vansha, because my identification of the birth is in the Vrashni Vansha. Even only the secret and noble man knows, the divine and spiritual great man knows that I never born and I never die. It is only my Leela. It is only my Leela. Today this word is a very important word, because I was talking with my disciple about the Leela. Because every master, you seem that a man, but he is not a man. Because all discourses and giving you the love and talking like a man and behaving like a man, this is only the Leela of an enlightened person. So my dear friend, the Vasudeva Krishna was not born, but that was his Leela. That was his Leela. I see an example, a father take a biscuit packet and give that his child. And the father is asking to the child one biscuit. It was the Leela, but the child do not know. He said, no, I will not give. Child do not know that father can purchase hundreds of biscuit packet, but that is the Leela. The Krishna is not hungry man. He stolen the makhan in the Vrindavan. That was his Leela. The Nanda Baba has a lot of cows and there was a lot of milk and the makhan and dahi, curd, everything. But the Krishna was make the place in the heart of the gopis and their Nanda Baba's praja. So he do this Leela. Krishna is living in every living beings. And he knows about all the part of the bodies. Sometime I say to my any disciple or knower and other, I give him some identification mark of their body and the correctly that is there. So Krishna knows everything, but the Krishna give the lesson to the gopis. That is his Leela. My dear friends, the Vasudeva Krishna is the God of all universe. He is living as well as me, as well as you. Only I help you to discover your Atma. I went to a place, there was some sculpture makers, the skillful men, they are making some sculptures, murtis. I asked them, how you make beautiful idols of stone? They answer me very precious answer. We do not do anything, but we cut the unnecessary stone and remain the necessary stone in the shape. So Guru do just like that. He do not do nothing. He only separate your immortal and mortal. The mortal, he detached from you and remaining the immortal Atma, that is the Atma Sakshatkara. My dear friends, Arjuna, the Krishna is telling, I am your friend. This is very precious word. Every Sadguru is your real friend. Nobody, no friend can be, you can find like a Guru. But you have some responsibility. You do not, if you do not want to help in your Guru, your master's work, please do not interrupt the work of master. Please do not put the hurdles in the way of master. Please do not disturb the master. If you do not help, please do not disturb the master. Because the master wants do something precious for the next generation. I am giving this discourse not for my disciples even, but I am giving this discourse for coming in the future persons. So my dear friend, the master is your great friend, but sometimes you feel that master is your great enemy. Because your ego and the master and never can be joined. Because your ego never like the master, and the master cannot be compromised with your ego. Ramayana says, the Bhagwan Ram says, that he never liked the ego of his devotees. My dear friend, the Krishna is telling in the next part of this stanza that Pandava Nam Dhananjaya. My dear Arjun, all of you Pandav, I am in you, I am you, I am you. That is a great word. If a disciple can accept his master, that master is in him, not he is, that is finished, work is finished. Enlightenment is happened. When I give the discourse, and all the time, I say to real, I am not here, only my master is here in my body. So, the Sadguru Krishna says, I am the Veda Vyasa in a Munis. The definition is Muni is that person which is always stand in the deep meditation beyond the mind, intellect and ego. That is called a Muni. So the Veda Vyasa is a great Muni, and he is the writer of 4 Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, Atharva Veda. And it is the tells that when Vedvyasa is writing the Vedas, Upanishads and other things, he was sitting in the Vyas Gufa in the Badrinath, and nearby the Saraswati was flowing. And Saraswati was making very noise, and Vedvyasa feel disturbance. So the Vedvyasa say to Saraswati, go and be the secret and never see on the ground, flow underground. And at that place Saraswati was become soundless. Ganesha was reading that, Ganesha was writing with both hands that Vedas. My dear friends, so Vedavyasa is not only a monk or not only a saint, Vedvyasa was the avatara of Bhagavan Vishnu. Vedvyasa is not Vedvyasa. Vedvyasa is really Vishnu Bhagavan, as Ram as Krishna. The Bhagavan says that I am Sukracharya in all poets. The Sukracharya is the masters of Rakshasas. The Sukracharya is the equally great than Brahaspati, Guru Brahaspati, the Guru of God and goddesses. The Sukracharya is the Guru of Rakshasas. So my dear friend, Sukracharya was the great lover of his disciples. Raja Bali the grandson of Prahlada, he was a very good donator. He was a very pure and precious person. The Raja Bali was the king of three lokas, Prithvi, Patal or Swarga, heaven, earth and the Patal. At that time, the God want that he only live in the Patal and there should be the kings, the different lokas, different kings. But the Raja Bali is great warrior. The Raja Bali was the great holy man and nobody want to fight with the Raja Bali. So the Vishnu Bhagavan make a avatara that is called a Vaman avatara. Vaman it means dwarf. Vaman it means the bona. Vaman it means the dwarf man, not tall. So the Vamana avatara Vishnu, the black body and small height and the umbrella in hand, and went to Raja Bali and asked the Raja Bali 3-step land. Raja Bali agreed, take it, but Sukracharya knows that this is the technique of Vishnu Bhagavan. So he told to the Raja Bali, this is Vishnu, do not give the land. But Raja Bali was a true man, he said, okay, if he is Vishnu, that most welcome. Raja Bali taken the oath, the water was not coming from the tube. The Sukracharya was there in the small pot and blocked that tube. So Vishnu Bhagavan take a stick, fine stick and penetrated in the tube. Then what has happened? The Bali's eyes was lost. He was become only one-eye man and now he is also in one-eye man. And the Raja Bali given the land and all knows that Vishnu Bhagavan measure in one step all three lokas. Two lokas, sorry. And one lokas, the Swarga loka. And the third feet where he put. So the Raja Bali was caught in the strings like an animal and Bhagavan was very, very angry. Bhagavan say, you are not fulfilling your promises. You are in sin now, you must go in hell. So his grandfather Prahlad come and pray to Bhagavan and Bhagavan pleased on Raja Bali. Raja Bali told Bhagavan, please put your feet on my head. This I want to donate myself. Raja Bali, the greatest person of this universe, because nobody in this universe put his head under the feet of the Vishnu Bhagavan. I am very grateful person, very, very grateful person. My master's both feet I put in my head both feet. Persons put the shoes of masters on the feet, but I put both my Sadguru was sitting in a high platform, and I was sitting in under, and I put my head under my master's feet, and both feet I put on my head. This is, I am also like Rajabali. I like Rajabali, and I love my master. So my dear friend, it is enough today for this stanza. We are putting our videos on YouTube. Please subscribe, I request you. And information that in 1 August 2015, we are organizing a meditation camp in New Delhi. I request all of you, please, I inviting you there. Please come. If you want to come, you should perform the registration process. You can see that process on Satyabodh Premanand Ball and Swami Vedantanand Ball. Thank you very much. Love you all.